Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Well, today I want to talk about the issue with Kirk Franklin and his son. But before we do that, I want to say that the moratorium on evictions is ending on March 31st, 2021. So you got a couple more weeks if you need help with evictions. I will put more information under this video for that. There's also a program for seniors where they can get $200 worth of groceries uh, delivered if they're over 75. They can get $200 worth of groceries delivered if you're over 75 years old. It might even be 70 or 75. But, okay, with that out of the way, so I, I just want to give you my thoughts on the whole Kirk Franklin and his son putting out audio tapes on him. Now, these videos are just my opinion on everything that's going on and everything that's that issue or him putting out audio tapes on his dad. I think his name is Carrion, or Curion. Hope I'm saying that right. But how you gonna put out audio tapes on your father? How you did y'all know my mother, 'cause I talk about my mother a lot. Y'all know who my mother is, and if y'all don't, go back and watch previous videos of me telling you how I grew up and who I grew up with. Do you know what my mother would do to me if she found out that I put out audio tapes on her and secretly recorded her? 'Cause he secretly recorded his daddy without his knowledge of anything. How how you gonna secretly record your father without him knowing anything? You guys, Renee Rowe would put her size, I think she's a size 11 or maybe even big. I don't know exactly what shoe size my mama wear, but I know that her, her footprint would be on my behind. Let's just put it like that. Her footprint would be on my behind, and if I already wasn't sitting down in the wheelchair, I wouldn't be able to sit down. My mother raised me to have respect for my parents. My mother raised me to respect my mother-in-law, respect my mother and my father. The Bible says, respect respect your mother and your father, and honor your mother and your father, and your days shall be long. That's what the Bible says. Honor your mother and your father, and your days shall be long. So, for for Kurt, for Kurt Franklin's son to put that audio tape on his father and to secretly record his father was wrong, in my opinion. And Renee Rao would have my, she would have my behind. You, you. Let me tell y'all something. If anybody out there was raised by a black mother and a black grandmother, and a black great grandmother, and it's not just black people. Some white people were raised with the values that we as black people were raised with. But if you were raised in a black household, you were told don't say nothing unless you're spoken to first, and stay in the child's place. My mother taught me that at a young age. I could have a big mouth, and my mother would pop me in my mouth. My grandmother, my grandmother Gail, God rest her soul, she was my best friend, but she was also my disciplinarian, along with my mother and my grandmother. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you what I know. I know that for those of you that was raised like I was in an African American household, we couldn't get away with it. And this is why I don't understand how that young man gonna get away with. Hopefully he don't get away with. But how that young man gonna ruin his dad's career? Ain't that how your daddy pays for your clothes? Ain't that how your daddy pays for water to wash your behind? Almost almost cuss you guys. And y'all know me, I don't cuss on YouTube, but how in the world, if you were raised in an African American household, how in the world you gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna put these audio tapes out on you without you understanding, without your knowledge"? But how in the world did that little boy not? Kirk Franklin is more Christian than me, or more Christian than the black mamas and black daddies I know, because, honey child, I would have got my butt whooped if I would have secretly recorded my mother. If I could walk, my mother's size, whatever size shoes she wears, I'm not sure, whatever size shoes she wears, it would have been up my behind, big time. So, I'm telling you what I know. So you guys, I just don't see how he's gonna ruin his dad's career and do what he did to his father. No, knowing that that's how his father pays for his light bill, pays for his food on the table, pays for the clothes on his back. Now, I don't know how old the young man is. I'm not gonna call him a little boy. I don't know how old the young man is, but I know my 35-year-old behind, if I would ever disrespect my mother, and believe me, I have before, but I've also lived to regret it too. I will tell you a story real quick, and then I'm gonna get off here. I was about 16, 17 years old, living with my aunt Demetrius, and my mother my mother was living in Morgan at the time, and I I called her on the phone, or at she called at Aunt Demetrius's house, and me and my mother, we love each other now, but we had some tussles back in the day. And Mama, if you watch this, I love you. I'll see you later on today or tomorrow. But we had some tussles back in the day, and I remember this one time that I got on the phone. She had called my Aunt Demetrius. I got on the phone, and I was talking my big mouth to my mother, thinking I was all that. You know what my mother did? She drove all the way from across town. She was living in Morganton at the time. She drove all the way from across town, got me in my bedroom, put me on my bed. She pulled my face down, and she whooped my behind until, Lord, she whooped my behind until, Lord, I started wailing and crying and wailing and crying, and she just kept on disciplining me, kept on whooping me. She said, and you know how black mamas and daddies get when they whooping you with every spanking that they give you, or with every slap in the hand that they give you, they go, "Didn't I tell you to stop disrespecting me? Didn't I tell you to shut your mouth or whatever? Didn't I tell you to shut your blanket and blanket?" No, Mama never cussed me. She never cussed me, but with every hand of her, with every heavy-handed slap, she would go, "Didn't I tell you, you can't disrespect me? I'm not gonna let you disrespect me." I remember that very well. And Mama, you will remember this too. So, you guys, I just don't see how little boy gonna put out tapes on his Grammy winning gospel artist, pay for everything you have, father. How you gonna put out tapes on your father that pays for everything you have? But I love you guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Or see you guys later. Thank you. I love you. Have a great day. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. Please share this video. Thank you guys.